I watched as my wife walked in and out, and the number above her head jumped from 2 digits to 3. I was overjoyed. Ever since I burned incense for the god of wealth days ago, I gained a strange ability. Everything I look at has a clear price tag, and the number above a person's head shows their total wealth. With this new power, I made up my mind. With these eyes that can see wealth, I'd at least become a billionaire. But before I could share the good news with Liu Ruyan, a sudden disaster ruined everything. She brought home a clean-faced young man. He was well-dressed and arrogant, exactly the rich heir she'd been talking about, Long Aotian. Lin Feng, let's get divorced. Long Aotian is a real rich heir. You're just a worthless guy from the countryside who barely worked hard enough for one house. You can't compare. Long Aotian's family owns many properties. He'll give me and our son a way better life. I glanced at the numbers above their heads. Liu Ruyan's showed 3 million. I knew that was half of our shared assets. Our downtown apartment was worth 6.5 million. We should have each gotten over 3 million. But when I saw Long Aotian's number, my heart sank. It said negative 20 million. I laughed inwardly. Liu Ruyan had been totally fooled by this loser. She had no idea her dream-rich life was just a doomed scam. Thinking about all I'd done for this family over the years, I felt bitter and disappointed. I worked day and night without complaint, just to give my family a better life. But all I got was Liu Ruyan's endless contempt and insults. Now she even brought another man home and asked for a divorce right in my face. Her cruelty killed the last bit of warmth in my heart. I was completely done. Faced with her demand, I didn't hesitate. I calmly agreed to divorce. My quick answer shocked both Liu Ruyan and Long Aotian. They never thought I'd go along with it so easily. Once she realized what happened, Liu Ruyan got angry and embarrassed. She accused me of wanting a divorce all along. I thought she was ridiculous, but I acted humble and sincere. Ruyan, you're the one who wants a divorce. You said our son would have a better life with him. If that's true, I'll let you go. I just hope I can still visit our son and see you sometimes. Seeing me act like this, Liu Ruyan snorted. Good, you know your place. She didn't say another word. At 8 a.m. the next day, as soon as the sun came up, I called Liu Ruyan and rushed to the Civil Affairs Bureau to get divorced. To avoid any future trouble and make sure everything was final, I had us sign a detailed property division agreement. Surprisingly, I chose to leave with nothing. I didn't take any property, not even the 3 million that was rightfully mine. The same afternoon we got divorced, Liu Ruyan and Long Aotian couldn't wait to get married. They acted like they were scared I'd change my mind. I watched them acting all happy and careless, a cold smile on my face. Then I turned and left without any regret. After leaving the bureau, I used my wealth-seeing eyes. I went to over a dozen lottery stores and bought every scratch-off ticket that showed a prize. After checking them all, I'd won a total of 36.58 million wen. This huge fortune set me free from my old miserable life. Liu Ruyan would never know that the ex-husband she threw away like trash was now on his way to becoming the world's richest man, all thanks to these special eyes. Then I went to the company I'd worked at for years. I slammed my pre-written resignation letter on my boss's desk, said, "The world is big, I want to see it," and walked out. I left my old work life behind for good. After quitting, I changed all my contact info right away. I only gave my new number to a few trusted friends and kept it secret from everyone else. With my lottery money, I bought a luxury apartment with full privacy in downtown in one payment. With the sales agent's excited help, I picked a fancy car I'd always wanted but could never afford. It was low-key but luxurious, perfect for how I felt now. In just a few days, I went from a broke guy who left with nothing to a millionaire. This complete change felt amazing. Later, I opened a second-hand home app. Just as I thought, I saw the old house my parents left me had been sold by Liu Ruyan a few days earlier. I laughed when I thought about how terrible Liu Ruyan's life would be. I figured Long Aotian had probably already run off with the money she got from selling the house. Soon after, my friend Liu Chuang called and asked me out to eat. When we met, Liu Chuang was shocked when he saw the fancy car I was driving. He hurried over and asked me anxiously if I'd gotten rich after the divorce. I just smiled and didn't say anything. I let him think I'd made money from the property split. I planned to take my lottery secret to my grave and never tell anyone. During the meal, Liu Chuang suddenly remembered something. He said my ex-wife Liu Ruyan had called him yesterday, sounding desperate, asking everywhere for my new number. My face turned serious. I quickly asked Liu Chuang if he'd given her my number. Liu Chuang immediately shook his head. He said he'd never give out my info without asking. He also said I was better off divorced, since he'd always hated Liu Ruyan's arrogant, gold-digging attitude. Then Liu Chuang hesitated and asked me, "Did you really plan to never see our son Lin Yaozu again?" When I heard Lin Yaozu's name, my smile disappeared at once. My face turned cold. I said to Liu Chuang, "Don't ever say his name in front of me again." Then I changed the subject and told Liu Chuang, "Don't mention him to me anymore. Do you have a friend who's a private investigator? Introduce him to me. I need to find out if Lin Yaozu is really my biological son. And get me all the information on Long Aotian and Liu Ruyan." Liu Chuang saw I was serious, so he didn't ask any more questions. He agreed to help me contact a private investigator right away. After dinner, I drove home alone. My mind was full of all the conflicts and pain from all these years. As I drove down a quiet road, someone suddenly jumped in front of my car. I reacted fast and hit the brakes hard. The car stopped immediately from the momentum. Shaken and furious, I leaned out the window and yelled at the person angrily, asking if they wanted to die. The person shouted back, their voice rough and miserable. I listened closely and realized it was Liu Ruyan. In just 1 month, she'd changed so much I barely recognized her. Her once smooth, beautiful hair was a messy bird's nest. She had dark circles under her eyes and faint scars on her face, like she'd been badly beaten. I looked at her pathetic state and felt no pity at all. I even laughed, my voice full of mockery, and asked her how she'd ended up like this. Liu Ruyan was too miserable to notice my sarcasm. She thought I was worried about her. Her eyes turned red and she burst into tears. Crying, she told me Long Aotian was a total liar. He had huge debts, gambled away all her money, and beat her up every time he lost. Her life was unbearable. Liu Ruyan cried and told me everything, holding onto my car door tightly. She was a mess, snot and tears all over her face. I was disgusted by the way she looked. I just wanted to drive away and have nothing to do with her anymore. Just then, a little boy jumped out from the corner. It was Lin Yaozu, now his name was Long Yaozu. As soon as Liu Ruyan married Long Aotian, she changed the boy's last name, like she was trying to erase me completely. Long Yaozu ran to Liu Ruyan, pulled at her clothes impatiently, and told her to stop crying because she was embarrassing him. Then he turned around, looked up at me in the car and